I haven't even taken a lunch today, so I'm not staying. I mean, as soon as I get done with my 6, I'm done. Call Robert and do what? Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Coverage you can count on. You're watching WTVM News Leader 9. Sponsored by Montlick & Associates, Columbus Injury Attorneys.
We're tracking rain and storms across the Chattahoochee Valley this Thursday evening. I'll let you know the threats and the timing coming up.
And tonight, reaction is continuing from statements made by Alabama Governor Robert Bentley following the firing of the Aaliyah secretary and new audio tapes released from an alleged affair. Tonight, we hear reaction from some in the community. Plus, the focus is still on the terror attacks that rocked Belgium a couple of days ago. As we learn new details about the suspected bombers of the attack, hear how people are reacting to an additional suspect. Good evening. Thanks for joining News Leader 9 at 5. I'm Emily Arroyo. Barbara and Jason have the evening off. We're going to begin tonight with a look at our weather. It's been a pretty nice day so far, but now some severe weather for our area. You're taking a live look from one of our crews on the scene of different roads in Georgia and Alabama. We'll turn it over to meteorologist Elizabeth D'Amore now for more. Elizabeth.
Thanks, Emily. Yeah, you saw there's very ominous clouds across the area as that rain is getting closer to us here in Phoenix City and Columbus. But as I pause this, you can see that heaviest rain just to the west of us. Our focus, though, is some of the heavier storms and showers. It's down to our south, not quite in our viewing area, but very close. We are under a severe thunderstorm warning for Barber County. This is going to be in effect until 3:45 Central Time, that is, or 4:45 Central Time. And it is covering the city of Eufaula. And again, with this, you could have very gusty winds. You could have quarter-size hail, and the possibility of a tornado is there. It is very low, but it's very, it is possible. So we'll be watching that right now. No other watches or warnings are in effect. No tornado watch, no tornado warning. But again, we will be watching this, and I'll have more coming up a little bit later. But these are the main threats. Again, strong winds and hail. We'll get a closer look at this chance of severe weather and the rest of your Easter weekend forecast all coming up.
Thanks, Elizabeth. And News Leader 9 is continuing to track this potentially severe weather headed our way. We have a crew, like we just showed you, out and about for real-time updates. And happening now, our very own Jose Zozaya joins us live from the roads in the area. Jose, how are conditions so far for those who have to head out tonight?
Well, Emily, it's starting to darken a little bit. The clouds have definitely rolled in, and the rain has finally arrived, at least here in Columbus. We can see the traffic seems to be normal so far. Nothing too major, as most people are probably making their way home. Today has also been a particularly gusty day. Those wind conditions haven't changed that much since. As far as any other type of weather patterns such as thunder, nothing to see here yet. We do advise, though, should there be any rain, heavy downpour, or any other sort of severe weather, we do ask you make sure you turn your headlights on and tie everything down to make sure the wind does not blow it away. We will update you with any new changes in the weather as we see them here live. Back to you, Emily.
Thanks, Jose. Stay safe out there. And WTVM will, of course, keep you up to date on the latest weather changes. And just a reminder, you can always receive the latest weather information sent straight to your phone. Just text your county to 40909 and you'll receive alerts specific to your area if one is issued. You can also go to our website or Facebook page anytime for the latest updates. Now to the developing story about the scandal involving Alabama Governor Robert Bentley and the state's law enforcement agency. Some lawmakers are asking the Attorney General to investigate the allegations of Bentley misusing his office or state funds in any way. That's allegations that have surfaced this week. This comes 2 days after Bentley fired Aaliyah's Secretary Spencer Collier for his alleged mismanagement of funds. Collier fired back, airing out new details of Bentley's affair with top advisor Rebecca Mason. The Attorney General issued a statement today saying, quote, "In light of the accusations of potential wrongdoing that have been made over the last 2 days and the numerous inquiries that my office has received, I would like to assure the public that the Attorney General's office takes very seriously any allegations involving potential criminal misconduct. My office has a strong record of probing illegal activities in the state, and we will continue to do our job." The story came out a while ago that Governor Bentley may have had an affair with Mason, but it wasn't until yesterday that Collier called out the governor publicly during a press conference. Collier says because of the affair, Mason has too much power in state issues.
Elected officials should not be able to yield this much power over criminal investigations. The people of this state deserve better. Governor Bentley was elected by an overwhelming majority of the people of this state, but Rebecca Mason was not elected by anyone. And the level of influence that she is yielding makes her the de facto governor.
Collier says he learned about his termination on social media. And tonight, Governor Robert Bentley is stating firmly he has no plans of resigning the office and has done nothing illegal. Developing tonight, Elizabeth White joins us live from our East Alabama newsroom with reaction. Elizabeth?
Well, Emily, today House Democrats stopped just short of calling for the governor's resignation, saying they are deeply troubled by these allegations and they're urging the AG's office to investigate. Meanwhile, voters right here in Auburn had plenty to say.
It's embarrassing as an Alabama state resident that our governor has stooped down to this level.
Strong reactions from Alabama residents just 24 hours after Governor Robert Bentley told them he was sorry.
I want to apologize to the people of the state of Alabama.
The 73-year-old says he made inappropriate remarks to top aide Rebecca Mason as an embarrassing audio conversation spreads on the internet.
I stand behind you, and I put my arms around you, and I put my hands on your breast, and I put my hands on your ear, and pull you in real close. I love that too.
Despite the audio, the governor denies a sexual relationship with Mason or firing his top law enforcement officer because of the affair.
I have never had a physical affair with Mrs. Mason. I have never done anything illegal.
The two-term Republican governor is a former Baptist deacon who ran on family values.
I believe that he should not step down based just on the affair, but if it turns out that there was some cover-up and with the whole the person and the police department having to step down and all of that, I think that should be looked into.
I feel like if he's going to be on a platform of family values, I feel like yes, he should resign because he was elected on that platform and then he didn't stand for what he claimed he was standing for. But most of all, I feel bad for his wife and his family.
So Governor Bentley has stated he has no plans of stepping down again, but we want to hear from you. What do you think? Should he resign as the governor of the state of Alabama? Go ahead and visit our website, WTVM.com, and take a quick online poll.
Thanks for that update, Elizabeth. Some heated opinions there, and we'll share the results of that poll with you tonight on News Leader 9 at 6. Be sure to visit our website also for all the latest updates. We have a special tab on our homepage where you can get any breaking news. Stay tuned to the news at 5:30, where we'll have a reaction from Alabama lawmakers on the scandalous developments. Turning now to a story from earlier today, local law enforcement safely detonated a suspicious package left at a Columbus abortion clinic. The area hazardous device response team received a call at around 8:15 this morning from employees at the Columbus Women's Health Organization on Rosemont Drive. The response team then used a robot to disarm what was described as a mysterious cooler-shaped box. Police asked nearby businesses to evacuate the area. No one was injured, and once the dust settled, the local fire marshal confirmed the contents of the package were only makeup items. Today, we're taking a deeper look at the man who was shot by Columbus police on Oates Avenue. GBI investigators say Brian Napier was shot in the left arm after charging at officers yesterday morning. Authorities tell News Leader 9 narcotics forces from multiple agencies were serving a warrant for Russell Napier for allegedly selling methamphetamines. At this time, Russell Napier is not in custody, and the GBI says an investigation is ongoing. Happening now, the Muskogee County Sheriff's Office is still looking for a man they say is connected to a drive-by shooting. This is Jacoby Matthews. Police say he fired shots at a home on Winston Road on January 31st with 7 people inside. If you have any information on Matthews, you're asked to contact the Sheriff's Office at the number on the bottom of your screen, and you can also find that number if you don't have a pen handy on the homepage of WTVM.com. New information tonight about the suspected Brussels bombers. Find out what other terror plots the suspects were cooking up, as well as reaction from presidential candidates today. And if you're looking for a job, you're in luck. We'll tell you what new store is coming to our area and how you can apply if you're interested.
And we're tracking rain and storms across the Chattahoochee Valley this Thursday evening. What to expect for the rest of your Thursday night, and a look ahead to Easter weekend all after the break.
Now, your live Doppler 9 forecast from WTVM Storm Team 9.
Well, most of us had a beautiful spring break, but now as the week ends, we're seeing some showers. Elizabeth, tell us more.
Yeah, we do have some showers and storms moving in, and what we were thinking earlier today, some of that heaviest stuff confined down to the south, which is good news, is we're going to keep most of it out of the Chattahoochee Valley, but we do have one warning that we do need to talk about. It's a severe thunderstorm warning for Barber County. This is going to be in effect for the next 30 minutes to an hour or so, so 4:45 Central Time. Of course, that's 5:45 Eastern Time. and it's covering most of Barber County, so including the cities of Eufaula, Clayton, and Clio. So just to keep that in mind, you could have some very gusty winds move through the area along with quarter-size hail. We did have some reports from the storm from this morning dropping some very gusty winds, and wanted to show you a closer look there at the radar there in Barber County. It's it's in this bow echo, so that means you do have very gusty winds, and I put a track on it just to let you know when you can expect. So don't take this by face value, give or take about 5 minutes or so, but you'll be picking up on some very gusty winds and heavy rainfall about 4:36 Central Time, going into Coleman about 5:48 Eastern Time, that is, of course, as it crosses the Chattahoochee River. But some very gusty winds with this rain, and again, a lot of lightning, some thunderstorms with this. And I wanted to take you up a little farther north to let you know what's going on in the Columbus area. So Columbus, Phoenix City starting to get some light to moderate rainfall, but not really heavy rainfall at this time. We could have more rainfall enter the area as we go throughout the evening hours. Right now, though, just some light conditions, but if you're getting on the road right now to head home, just be aware of that. The roads are going to start to be wet. You'll definitely want to take things slow. A little farther north, we have Troup County going into Meriwether County, getting some light to moderate rainfall as well. But again, as I was talking about earlier, with all of these showers, all this line, we do have a lot of lightning, but mainly confined to the southern half of our viewing area. So that's Barber County, that's Bullitt County on the Alabama side, and of course, as this tracks east, some of those southern Georgia counties will get this heaviest stuff. So the good news is not everyone is going to see the very heavy rainfall, but we'll continue to track it as it moves through the viewing area. We are not under any watch or warning for our viewing area, but just budding up to it. We have this tornado watch until later this evening, till 7 o'clock Central Time. So again, does not include any countings in our viewing area, but just to the south of us. But again, we'll continue to watch it throughout the nighttime hours. We're all going to notice the temperature change throughout the night, though. We do have some colder air coming in, and you can see the definite line of the cooler air and the rain that's kept things a little cooler. And then where the sunshine has been, 75 right now in Macon, 68 in Montgomery. We're right on the verge here in the Fountain City at 74 degrees. But timing it out, we do have the first round of rain coming in. Now, Futurecast is actually developing some showers and storms with the passage of the cold front itself. So we'll continue to monitor that, and I'll keep you updated throughout the night. If that comes together, it'll continue to track east, though, and by tomorrow morning as you head into work, most of the rain should be gone. So looking a lot better as we round out Friday and start off Easter weekend. But as we've been talking about the last few days, we have that second round of rain coming in late Saturday into Easter Sunday. So looking still at a very wet Easter egg hunt and sunrise service on Sunday. We'll get a closer look at that, though, coming up at 5:30 tonight. But you do notice 70s really across the board, so not worrying about the temperatures, just the rain and the storms this evening. And again, we'll continue to monitor the situation, but it looks like the heaviest stuff, the strongest stuff, staying down to our south.
Thanks, Elizabeth. A lot of rain icons in your forecast.
There are.
Well, we appreciate it. Thank you, Elizabeth. Turning now to international news, Belgian authorities revealing today there may be another terrorist on the run involved in Tuesday's deadly attacks in Brussels. Belgium is now in its second day of mourning for the 31 lives lost and 300 other people who were injured. ABC's Marcy Gonzalez is following the latest developments.
Across Belgium, a moment of silence for the 31 people killed and 300 others injured in Tuesday's terror attacks.
I remember seeing an explosion. The whole time I was just trying to tell myself, I'm going to make it, I'm going to make it, I'm going to make it.
The manhunt for those responsible now expanding. Police looking for one of the airport bombers and now searching for a suspect shown in surveillance images along with suicide bomber Khaled al-Bakraoui inside the Malbik subway station just before the attack. And new questions about an apparent failure of intelligence involving al-Bakraoui's brother Ibrahim, one of the terrorists to carry out the airport attack. Authorities admitting he was detained last year at the Syrian border, then deported back to Europe, flagged by Turkish authorities as a terrorist fighter, but not by Belgian officials. Police now saying he left an apparent suicide note on a discarded laptop, saying he was being in a rush, no longer knowing what to do, and if he did not act immediately, he would be in a prison cell like him. Investigators believe it is a reference to Salah Abdeslam, one of the suspects of the Paris attacks captured just last week. While his attorney denies any connection, police believe Abdeslam's arrest may have caused the terror cell to panic and accelerate their plans.
And police are now looking into the possibility this terror cell may have had other potential targets, revealing the El Bakraoui brothers had used hidden cameras to secretly record one of Belgium's top nuclear scientists. Marcy Gonzalez, ABC News, New York.
Be sure to visit the homepage of our website where we have all of the latest updates on the attacks. We also have more coming up on the news at 5:30 and 6 and on World News Tonight starting at 6:30. Well, the race to the White House is still on, and the Belgium terror attacks continue to take the focus away from domestic issues like income equality. It's your voice, your vote. More reaction coming from the Republicans as Donald Trump sparked some controversy when saying he would step up the use of torture when fighting terrorists. He also responded when asked about the use of nuclear weapons in the fight against ISIS.
I'm never going to rule anything out.
The statements he made today is why he's not going to become president of this country.
It is that ostrich head in your sand political correctness that has made America so vulnerable.
Candidate Ted Cruz has also come out saying he would like to increase police patrols in U.S. Muslim neighborhoods. Conservative students at Emory University in Atlanta say they're planning a free speech event for next week. This comes after several messages were put around the campus, like the one you see on your screen, supporting Donald Trump. According to the Washington Post, students woke up Monday morning to find messages written in chalk all over campus in support of Trump. The university says they met with those protesting the chalk messages, as protesters said they felt it was a form of intimidation. The university has also set up grief counseling for those who felt threatened by those messages. For the Democrats, more of the same campaign talks with the focus still on the terror attacks today. Hillary Clinton spoke again on the foreign policy plans of some of the Republicans in the speech. She addressed a crowd today saying the lead after winning a key race on Tuesday is important to also remember these foreign policy. She says we can't let fear stop us from doing what's necessary to keep us safe, nor can we let it push us into reckless actions that end up making us even more less safe. Well, still to come on the news at 5, many serious coffee drinkers love the seasonal flavored choices at Starbucks. Find out how coffee lovers can now enjoy them from the comfort of their home. Happening today, if you're looking for a job, you might be in luck. Walmart is hiring about 150 workers in preparation for the relocation of the Buena Vista store to Victory Drive. A kiosk for you to apply is now set up at the Buena Vista location. You can also apply online at the website on your screen. And for those looking for love, get this. Tinder wants to match up users in a new way with a presidential candidate. The dating app is now getting into politics. It launched a new Swipe the Vote feature recently. The app asks those who are still undecided about what they think on a number of issues, including same-sex marriage. It will then tell users which candidates match up most closely with their views. Tinder is hoping to attract some millennial users to the voting booth. And if you're using an iPhone for Tinder or other favorite apps, you might be interested in the new iPhone. You can order now. The tech company is now accepting orders for the new iPhone SE. The smartphone is said to have most of the features of the Apple's larger iPhone 6, but in a smaller package. The screen on the newest iPhone is just 4 inches. If you want to purchase the phone, it will cost you $399. Apple will start shipping out orders on March 31st. And with warmer temperatures, some may be nostalgic for winter weather, especially those hot seasonal drinks that set the mood like pumpkin spice lattes. Well, now Starbucks is making it a reality to enjoy the drink throughout the year and from the comfort of your home. They say you can expect to see K-Cups featuring the popular drink launched next fall, and the flavor is expected to be a big hit. Well, a piece of history flew for the first time in decades in southern Arizona this week. The very first Air Force One. President Dwight Eisenhower once flew on this plane you see on your screen. The Columbine II is the original Air Force One, and Monday it flew out of Marana Regional Airport. The plane was being restored in southern Arizona. It's now being moved to Bridgewater, Virginia to continue the work. The flight was a big test for the 1948 aircraft. Now workers plan to restore vintage features on it to return it to its heyday when it carried the world's most powerful leaders. And we'll be back with more late-breaking headlines in just 2 minutes. The news at 5:30 is next. We'll have a look at your extended forecast. And remember, you can get updates anytime by downloading our free WTVM News app or heading to WTVM.com. We're going to leave you with a live look outside in the valley, some rain coming down, and we'll have a full weather update coming up at 5:30.
Dial an IMP real quick. They're gonna start.
Please, for the love of God. You should know me by now, Caleb. I don't know what's wrong with you.